right. So John Whiteman and I were going to be talking about living thread models. Well, John Whiteman's going to be doing the giving us the overview, and I'll be going into what we're doing today and what we've been doing for the past month. Right. So we're going to hopefully tie a few things together um, very quickly here. So we'll see how it goes. I think I've successfully kicked the caffeine. Did we talk about this yesterday? I don't know if I dumped this. I think I may have done something off video. I am, ah, yeah, unfortunately. So what the hell did I do off video? I think it was just dumping the JSON. This is why everything needs to be on video. Okay. Because or else who the fuck knows what happened? No one. So, um, and okay, so what have we got here? This is something called rasa. It's like coffee, but no caffeine. It's like anti-coffee. It helps you fight the badness of the caffeine. Um, okay, so what did I do here? All right, so you know, yeah, um, yeah. Basically, this is pretty quick and dirty. Um, so what did we do? Yeah, we output the thread model. So we patched CVE bin tool. We added a new output format. We called it threats. When we're patching and we're dumping out the threat model here. So I realize, we're doing this real quick and dirty right now, because, we have to explain all of what's going on at 2:30. So, um, so let's flip back over to the thread. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Now I remember what happened. Okay. So I think what we'll do is here, we'd keep just updating the draft plans here between the horizontal rules, which is the three hyphens. Okay, so three hyphens in Markdown becomes a horizontal rule in HTML. I don't need to do this right now, but is it a horizontal rule? You know what? They may actually have their own SVG for it. What is it? Give me that thing. I saw. What did I say? Horizontal rule. Yep, that's what the line is. Okay. All right, so let's edit this. Okay, that's right. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to call this future work, right? And so if we get to it today, great. If not, no problem. It's about the journey, not the destination. So, uh, nested is almost not even the right word. I guess it is nested, right? But stacked, layered. All right, so how are we going to do this? All right. I'm going to get distracted and I'm going to do something wrong if I don't have this up next to me. So let's take this. All right, so where's that one that we were displaying with, right? So GH issue JHSU view. Actually, you know, I think we can just do JHSU view and it'll do the markdown render for us. Look at that. All right, so now we don't have to leave the terminal. Okay, no horizontal rule here though. All right. Um, that was YouTube running. YouTube is running. Is it a black screen? Okay, it's not. Fantastic. Okay. Take manually generated thermal and produce open architecture. Okay. So what do we have right now? All right, yeah, let's focus on that. We'll focus on that. All right, so then what I realized is that we should really stay. This is really not the way that we should do this. Yeah, so we should stay at a CVE bend tool for now, because I think if we if we implement the scanner, so I tried to jump to the output format because it was like, oh, we need to generate this file, and then I thought, you know, let's slow down, and let's try to we're going to try to do, you know, one thing at a time, right? So we'll do the threat model to the open architecture, and then we'll do the scanner with DFML, aka, you know, the system context, right? We'll use the system context within there, which is aka Alice, right? And then we'll serialize, right, to our format, which is now, I guess it's called Web 5 now, since what, 2 days ago. So and this the DID stuff, DWN stuff, so verified credentials and all. So I think we're just going to end up with pure DIDs because that's simpler, at least as far as maybe it's not. Maybe we should check out the verifiable credentials, see if there's some libraries to help that, because the pure DID stuff was a little bit confusing, right? So point being, right, hypothesis of the open architecture is that uh, we could use it to represent anything, right? So, and then we can use overlays to merge them. So we're not going to focus on doing it all today because that's the point. The point is that we could do it later because it's all going to be, we're going to have this interoperable format, right? So, and maybe it'll be Web 5, maybe it'll be something else, you know. We'll probably just start with something. We'll see how it goes, but we'll probably just start with some serialization that's more in the manifest format that we already talked about. And that way we don't get all out of whack and confused. So, okay, so scan files. Okay, so let's get rid of this threats MD stuff. So output, so format, open architecture. We'll just call it Alice, format Alice, right? So short name, output file, scan.alice. Right, open architecture is a bit of a mouthful, so we'll just call it Alice because that's what she is. Right. Alice is also known as a short name for the open architecture format. All right, and so we will then link to the open architecture, which where's that PR? Oh, did we have the PR? We don't have the PR. Let's link to. Did we dump the thread over here? Nope. Oh man, I tried to go. Yeah, there's somebody has parked on the alice.ai domain. Unfortunately. Okay. I need to go read Alice in Wonderland, I realized. When I said I like it, I like the concept. I haven't actually read it. Okay. Conceptually, right? This is all about concepts. Okay, so let's see. I should probably do that immediately. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, we talked about this lake house. Yeah, they're calling it lake house now. Whatever, which is basically what we're doing. This agent, I think somebody called it an agent, something about agent pattern. I don't know. It's the same thing that we're doing here. Just somebody else has a name for it, a different name. So okay, TVX white paper. Okay, has this been updated? No. Okay. All right. Okay. Flow as class. Okay. Wait. Okay. Where we're going? Okay. Alpine scan. This is the one that we care about here, right? This is the one. This is. Yeah. Okay. Great. This is the down a rabbit hole. Okay. Great. uh, Holy shit. Okay. I gotta get rid of this shit. Okay. Where is strawberry? I can't, no, I won't forget about that strawberry. Okay, this was interesting. That's right. We were going to look at this. What happened here? Dedicated data experiment. Self-authenticating data. UCANs. Okay, yeah, I think this was, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to dump a few links here so we don't lose them because I'm going to close a few things. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, so I'm just dumping links. I mean I know what all these are, but I don't know. I don't know what netbrew.xyz. Uh, yeah, that sounds fun. Oh yeah, I've tried to use this a million times. Okay, okay, subscriptions. That sounds fun. Um, let's put this in here because this is helpful. There was somebody. Okay, what was that? What is this? Okay, usage snippets. Maybe we'll link to that. Yeah, because we're gonna run that soon. Active Directory verifiable credentials Python. Okay, we're gonna need that. Ugh, yeah, this turned out to be a dud. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I'm like, why is this under our repo? It's because this is the one that we created using, using, where was it? Uh, Using this. Okay. All right, let's just. There's a lot of cruft here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. I wanted to submit. Hopefully we can submit some of this stuff too. Abstract submission opens. Abstract submission deadline. June 24th. Okay, for ISEC Con. And what was it? The CEG chair. All right. Yeah. So. Yeah, hopefully John and I can submit to this. And if anybody else wants to join, please, reach out. I think, what we'll do is we'll do the we'll do the abstract so that it's talking about the open architecture, and builds on the stuff that hopefully I get my act together and stop pasting links, and we do right now. So let's actually I'm going to lose this if I don't put it in the thread. Okay. Let's see, downloads. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, why did I want USB-C 5 gigabyte Ethernet? Oh yeah, this Things network. Did we get this? This looked interesting. Oh yeah, IPLD. This guy, where was this guy? Okay. This looked interesting. This peer sucked up all my memory. So not using that. If you don't know about localhost run, that's the best. This is like, this is worth showing. This is like the greatest fucking thing. Holy shit, this is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. It just gives you, boom. It's like ngrok, but without needing any third-party utilities. It's fantastic. Huge, huge thank you to the maintainer of that. That has saved my ass about 200,000 times. Did I get the Living Through Models link? Or just say link dump? All right, so dumping links while closing tabs. Oh, we're here. We're back. Where is this different thread? I think, and these are mostly, most of these are somewhere else as well, but I think, I can't remember whether is this working or not. This is not working. I don't know if we updated this wherever it was. I'm just gonna put it in here. Below doesn't work. Need to diff with other version in volume 0 comment. Volume 0, other version in volume 0 notes, or in volume 0. To update and update there and update there if appropriate. Remember, we're getting rid of money. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't remember if I'd set that already. Well, I think we might get rid of money. Okay. Okay, more pure DID stuff. I had all my old bookmarks somewhere. That was really helpful. I don't bookmark anymore. Let's go ahead and remove all these tabs. And this was about JSON web keys. This was interesting. Pre-rotation on keys. So that looked very interesting. So what is rotation? Yeah, this guy seems to be onto something. I can't really make out what he's doing, but I think he's onto something. Yeah. And the main thing is this quantum resistance is a problem with Web 3 and Web 5, as far as I can tell. Internet draft template. Oh, hey, that's what we were looking for. So, RFC template. I should reach out to this guy. Standard well, trust me on it. Hey, wait, they have an implementation? Oh, we saw this already. Cbor. Interesting. Okay, I'm glad we found that. And then there was this hyperledger thing that we saw. Okay, and then, so it still looks promising to, oh yeah, so I think what I was going to do is we're going to encode the recore. So I think we're going to switch over to doing recore stuff, and just then log the final entry. So basically everything will go in recore based on the open architecture, whatever we define that as. And then we'll basically put the recore, some kind of the root of the recore Merkle tree on the chain. And then we should be able to, basically interoperate with the existing stuff that a lot of people are doing with the recore and cosine and stuff. All right. Okay. All right. GitHub discussions back up. And that was, what was that? Did we look at this? No. Okay. This is the linked comment. Okay. For here. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Oh yeah, and I realized it was just showing those videos to me backwards. So they weren't actually backwards. And so now I have to go re-upload them flipped. Okay. Okay, here we are. All right, now we're clean. We have a nice clean environment here. Okay. So, manually generate thermal, produce open architecture. All right. Let's just hit our checklist then, one by one. Okay. All right, so we're going to clone down our repo, clone down John's repo, John Whiteman. Yeah, my token expired the other day, or yesterday. I was in the middle of doing something, and all of a sudden I was like, what happened? All right. So, models, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, so let's check out the good. All right. So, and let's check out models. Okay, and fragile. Okay, so let's try to write a manifest, right? So let's see, where's our manifest? All right. So this here. Is this, okay, yeah, ADR template, okay. Okay, Great. So, security requirements. All right. So remember now we want to be we want to develop a proxy format, right? An arbitrary format, which is a proxy format for other formats, right? So Thragile is one, and the good JSON, the OWASP Dragon is another. So those are both domain-specific formats, right? So we want a the open architecture or Alice, right, is a domain agnostic format, right? So built off of a general purpose format such as YAML or JSON, right, where we can describe how to then read into the domain-specific formats. So let's see. So so how would we okay. So okay, so each um okay. So each structure becomes its own thing, right? Okay, that wasn't okay. So each structure we're looking at JSON schema here, right? So um okay. What is our objective? Okay, so produce open architecture. Okay. So thread ID, rule ID, ticket, date. Okay, so remember, let's use our concept of upstream overlay orchestrator, right? So and links. So how would we represent these? So let's go through the data asset, right, and figure out how do we represent the data asset. Okay, we got YAML. We got YAML. All right. Okay. So what's going on over here? Okay. Okay, and that was working. So we were able to let's try stashing this and make sure, see what happens here. Okay. Okay. So we will link to this recording 34 minutes. Okay. T equals so 34 times 60. All right. All right, saving in progress, recording. All right, so git switch or get checkout dash B, and then we'll say um, okay, in progress or in progress. How's in progress work? And then we'll put the date. Or well, the date will be on there. Or 06/11, basically 8:58. Okay. So in progress on CLI. Some progress on CLI. So some in progress on some in progress util CLI. Some in progress work. Well, what is it? Or run CLI command. Okay, running CLI command from operation. Mission attempting to have top level system context from when executing from CLI. Okay. All right, so push to origin. Okay, push to origin, yeah. Let's do SAM. Okay, so we're on the branch, we commit and we push and we go back to where we were. Okay, no module name. Scanners.DataFlow. Oh yeah, because this one wasn't up to date with the name change on the other. Let's see what happens. Does it run? Runs without logging. So we'll just go ahead and throw the logging in over here. Okay, yeah, it worked. Okay, great, it ran. Okay, and references. I can't remember what we were going to reference here, the open architecture. I guess we'll just link to the Alice thread. And we'll also link to the thread, or where was that branch? Does this have dump discussion? Yeah, let's save this because I didn't remember that this existed either. Manifest upstream as overlays. What is this? Okay. Okay. And this one has that this is linking explicitly to the dumping the discussion, so let's link that back here. Okay, so now we have, now we have context, right? That's what we need. We need context. Because where was the dump of Alice herself? Where is, I mean, this thread, right? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. Restructured text for some reason wants more spaces around lists of links. Okay. Format Alice. Okay. Okay, so scan with DataFlow engine. So the DataFlow orchestrator. Okay. And then output to open architecture format. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to say format Alice. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll then take the open architecture format and convert it into the threats MD file, because we need to combine the CVE bin-tool output with the threat model output, and then we have our complete threat model situation. So um, okay. Okay. Okay, so output to open architecture format. Okay, so when running the scan, we can output to the open architecture format, aka Alice. And And then we'll put, generating error. So, generate threat model or supplement threat model with CVE with scan data. Yeah, with scan. So supplement threat model with scan data. All right, and then in this example, okay, so this requires installing Alice. Okay. It doesn't require installing Alice. Let's make it not require installing Alice, right? So where was all those threats here? Okay. And this was this commit, and we saw it worked here. At least it didn't blow up, right? Okay, great. Okay, so we want to do input file. Scan.alice format. Okay, great. And then we'll give it the repo that we scanned along with it, right? So that way we can basically say, hey, here's some, or let's see, alpha file, threatsmd, info file, scan as. We'll just do that, right? So, right, so we take the scan data in and we produce the threatsmd out, right? Okay. And right now we don't need any of this, right? Okay. 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 All right, there we go. So now we have a much more cleaned up situation here. All right. So where is that? All right, so now here is our markdown or our restructured text file. All right, so here's the DataFlow based scanner, right? And we link to the open architecture, and we link to should I, and engine data flow, and then you know what else we should do? We should say enable scanning of Python dependencies, right? And then we'll say overlays, and then we're going to give a list of overlays. And so our overlays might be like, so should I, okay. Okay, so we have our should I flow. Okay, so basically we see a directory and we want to run should I on it, right? So anytime we see a directory that has, it's a Python, a bunch of Python stuff, then we want to run should I include that output in our results as well. So read documents Python, DFML examples, should I, and let's check out the CLI. And so it looks like this is, okay, should I install? And there's a data flow there, right? So let's do this. So should I.cli data flow, right? So, and then we'll say to do okay, so, and we should probably have another one, which is, you know, CVE bin tool. CVE bin tool dot overlays dot should I okay, so we take the should I data flow and then we also take the overlay for the should I data flow. Right, so the original data flow and then the overlay. Or maybe we can just say should I overlay, right? Okay, so scan for Python dependencies using should I. Or we'll just say scan for Python dependencies, right? So we are just going to add that as an overlay. So enable scanning of Python dependencies. Okay, we overlay the should I flows, should I scanning flows to have them take each, have them attempt to scan each directory which we come across while scanning recursively. Okay, so the data flow scanner scans recursively by default. So extra data flow to enable data flow scanner. So engine, yeah, we'll just call it, or engine maybe, let's see, scanner. Right, so we have the default and then we have data flow. All right, so DataFlow, paste, scanner. Okay. By default, okay, no, so we'll just say, yeah, okay, so this will be good. Okay, so we have to remember to, we have to remember to, what branch is this? Oops. Okay. And we'll dump this here as well. CVE bin tool, do we have a CVE bin tool? All right, so there's that. There's the, or let's see, and then here's the active one. So snapshot of current state, and then we'll link to the video as well. And how far into the video were we? We were probably about 50 maybe. So should have known that. Okay. And then that one is the the branch, right? So that'll be kept up to date as we push to the branch. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good. I think this looks pretty sane. So I think this makes sense. If you don't, please comment on the pull request. Please provide some review. So what are we at? We're about 9:20. Okay, presentation is at 2 o'clock. All right, I will be right back.